Hello Matrix and welcome again. Today we are doing equations. I've actually left the screen up from the last video because the equations and the factorizing is very, very closely related, because usually the first step to solving an equation is to factorize. So what you do is, if it's an x squared and there's an x squared somewhere in there, or an x cubed, you get everything onto the one side. So that's the first step. Pretty simple. Get all of your terms onto the one side, and then you factorize. So because I've already showed you how to factorize, what I'm going to do is, this question could have been equals 0, and then it would have been an equation question. So what I'm going to do is just make an equals 0 on all of these, as if it was an equation question. So what you would have done is to factorize. If you're not sure how to do that, check out the last video that I did. And then what we do is, once we've factorized it, these brackets. So if I have something like A times B equals 0. If B was 1,000,000 and A was 0, 1,000,000 times 0 is still 0. So whatever B is, if A is 0, then it's true. But in the same sense, if B is 0, it doesn't matter what A is. So A could be 1,000,000, B could be 0, 1,000,000 times 0 is 0. So one of these has to be 0, and it'll be true. So we could say that for this, these are like our A and B. So this could be our green. I'm looking for green. This could be our B, and this could be our A, and it's going to be true. Obviously, 2 can never be 0. 2 is 2. So it's only true for these two being 0. So what we can do is, we can say 4x minus y could equal 0, or 4x plus y could equal 0. And so we get, in this situation, 4x equals y. So, and then here we get 4x equals plus y. Sorry, this is plus, so that's a green. I should, let's do the one in green properly. Pardon me. 4x plus y. And so we have a 4x equals minus y. Okay, so this does not solve for either x or y. So in this case, you would be looking at simultaneous equations, which we will do in another lesson to figure out. And you'd need another equation. For the second one, we're going to get a decent solution. I'm not going to keep doing them in colors each time, because that's going to take a bit much time. But this was just to demonstrate. So now 3x plus 2 could equal 0, or x plus 3 could equal 0. And so you get 3x equals minus 2, x equals minus 2 over 3, and here x equals minus 3. For this one, 6y, I didn't complete this this one. 6y minus 2. Okay, well, hopefully you're just watching in from the last video, and then you can see that these are our two brackets. Okay, and so 6y minus 2 equals 0, or x plus 1 equals 0. So x equals minus 1, or not much space, 6y equals 2, and then y equals 2 over 6, which is a third. bit cramped for room there. Okay, so those are your factorizing of your trinomials. Now, let's look at exponential equations. So with an exponential equation, what you need to do is get the bases to be the same. So these first two, they've already got bases of the same. It's just to know that when you have 24, you have a 24 to the 1. Because if there's no exponent there, you know that the default is a 1. And so then you drop the bases and x equals 1. With here, 24x equals 1, we know that anything to the power of 0 is 1. So 24 to the 0 would equal 1. So we know that x is equal to 0. Here, we want to get them both to the base 2. Well, we know that 8 is 2 to the 3 to the 2x. So we start with that. Then we use our exponent law, or power rule, which says that is the same as saying 2 to the 3 times 2x. And 3 times 2 is 6x equals 2 to the 4. 6x equals 4. So x is equal to 4 divided by 6, which is 2 over 3. And finally, if you can't get the bases to be the same, you can use your logs. Now, I've already coming up as a series on logs, a video, so I'm not going to go into great detail on how we do this, but just to know that log base number equals exponent is the thing that you need to remember. And I'll talk about that in the video on logs. But log base number, so let's see how that works here. Log base. Base is the number, so like the base of a tree has leaves at the top. So something that has an exponent at the top, it's going to have a base at the bottom. So we say log base. The base is 2 over 3. Number is the number by itself, and that equals an exponent, because logs is a way of figuring out if your exponent is unknown, for example, x. How would you do it? And then this log 2 to the 3 to the 4, you could just put it into your calculator. So those are our equations. Hopefully that helped. I will see you in the next lesson where we'll be doing inequalities. So yeah, if this video helped you, please don't forget to find the subscribe button down there and subscribe. And please like this video. Let's get as many matrics watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.